Hey folks, hope you all are doing great and having an amazing day. Welcome to my channel ServiceNow Skyline. So basically, this is the last part of my Accenture recruitment journey, like where I will be sharing like what was it was asked to me during the final interview, which they call it. So the email which I received from Accenture post completing my skill interview one and skill interview two. So it was mentioned as final interview. So it was not clear whether it's gonna be a technical round or it's gonna be HR round or it's gonna be both. So like based on my situation, my scenario for a ServiceNow consultant role, it was an HR round. So only one HR was there in that round, and it was a telephonic round basically. So she started like asking like why Accenture. So first question, I was asked about like why Accenture. So here can like here folks, like we have to be give them some positive vibes why we want to join Accenture, or maybe for its growth in its cloud and AI area, and maybe its work culture, maybe its integrity, or the other positive things which we see for Accenture. Like we can explain them, like why we really want to join Accenture. So they want to hear some our thoughts why we want to join this company or organization. So they have they have to make a make out or something. They will get to know, okay, the candidate is really and interested, or they want to join the company. So yeah, so basically this was my first question which I was asked, and my HR round lasted for some around 10 to 12 minutes. So there were three four questions, and then most of the time it was the salary discussion. So that was covered in the HR round, and immediately after the HR round completion, within 1 or 2 hours I received my offer letter as well. So they wanted to analyze my behavior, whether they wanted to check whether like have you worked in a fast paced environment, or like they wanted to see whether if the candidate can handle those kind of pressure. So here we need to just explain them that yes, I have worked in the fast paced environment earlier, and we can also present one or two examples, our real life examples which we have faced, so that would be helpful. So yeah, basically I presented my few examples for those for that query. And they also asked like can you just for me it was like, can you explain two or three scenarios in a project like where you it was very challenging, or you had to just stretch out of your work timing, so whether you needed support from your seniors. So I had to explain those situations, and like we have to be very transparent. We can give they're looking for clear answers, like okay, most of the things we don't know, but if we whether we are ready to learn and sync with seniors and collect those data and then complete those activities. So uh, I explained about two three examples where I had to extend my hours with basically. So I explained about those things about some of the challenging every project, like we will get some times where we need some extra hours, or whether you were ready to spend those, or whether you were able to collaborate. And so we have to present like, okay, yeah, I have dealt with those things earlier and I'm ready to do it if it comes in Accenture as well, or the company which I'm joining in. And we can also explain about the star method, so this comes very handy. And yeah, so that was the one. And you can also present like what did we gain from those challenging projects. So basically, or the lessons learned, if we faced any issues, how we overcame those issues. And what was our experience from the, whether we learned it was a good experience or a bad experience. We can share anything. So they they're ready to listen to all those things. And so we can explain, and they will analyze our answers, and then accordingly they maybe they will decide. So so also they were focused on learning. So they were saying, I was asked about my certifications, and I was also asked like what are your future plans. like what is your next steps would you do, like for example if you have CSA CAD and if you have a CIS in discovery service mapping, so if you have these certifications under your belt, what is your next roadmap? So I explained that I was planning for the architect roadmap, and that is how it's gonna be. I would be learning in the background as well, and I would be following the courses on the service university. I'm already enrolled in those courses, and I'm following a tracker, and I have plans to achieve the architect certifications in the near future. So that is how, if you can explain based on your situation what path you were looking for. So basically that is what they were looking for. So these are uh, they also explain, like they also have learning teams available, and training is there also, certification help and guide is there. So it's a great opportunity to join the organization, and then fast track your learning path. So that was the assurance that was given by the HR to me. So they also encouraged learning. So that is what they also said in the call. And yeah, so that is what. And they wanted to see like whether you are really interested. So if you can some bring out some positive points about Accenture. Have you researched like what is the company currently doing, and what is how it's gonna be, whether they are more inclined now towards cloud or AI domain, or how it is gonna be. So if you go through the Wikipedia of the company and then try to collect some information and be ready and share those things to the HR, so they are also ready to want some positive vibes from our end. So that is how I explained. And then the next part, so these were the three or four questions that were asked to me by the HR. And then it was mostly the salary negotiation and salary discussion. And post yeah, the salary discussion completion, so they released the offer letter in next 1 or 2 hours. So yeah, if this is how I collected all these details, which I thought like it would be helpful for others who are planning to give interviews and plan to join organizations or Accenture, anything. So yeah, so that's it. Thanks everyone. Thanks for your time. Have a great evening ahead. Bye bye. Thank you.